Welcome to the complete Get Poppy AI tutorial for content creators who want to produce high quality content without spending hours writing and researching. So if you've been struggling to stay consistent with content, spending too much time scripting, or feel like AI tools never quite sound like you, this video is for you. We'll walk through everything, starting with how to set up your Get Poppy account, understanding Get Poppy's dashboard. We'll train Get Poppy AI to write in your personal voice and tone. Then we'll use it to research topics and create actual content and full video scripts. We'll also explore some of Get Poppy AI's more advanced features. We'll also cover how to refine and personalize your outputs so that they sound more natural and engaging. And we'll also break down how to use Get Poppy AI to save hours every week while still producing better content than ever before. From there, I'll share a few workflow tips and best practices to help you streamline your creative process. And finally, we'll wrap up with some practical next steps so that you can start using Get Poppy AI effectively right after this video. In short, by the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to create consistent high quality content on autopilot in your own voice or someone else's voice without burning out or spending all day writing. Now, before we jump in, if you want to follow along with me while watching this tutorial, I've got a special link in the description that's going to give you $25 off when you get a Get Poppy annual plan. Using my link below saves you a bit of money, and it really helps support the channel so that I can keep making tutorials just like this. Chapter 1, getting started and onboarding. Alright, so the first step is to go to getpoppy.ai or click on the link down below in the description. Once you're on the home page, it should look like this. Next, click on Get Poppy AI. This will open up the pricing plans, and if you use my link in the description, you'll receive $25 off your plan. If not, here's what the standard pricing looks like. The annual plan is $400 per year. The second tier annual plan is $800 per year, or you can choose a one-time lifetime access payment. Go ahead and sign up for Get Poppy using the plan that works best for you. Once you're all set, we'll move on to the dashboard and I'll walk you through how everything works step by step. Chapter 2, main homepage navigation. Here's where Get Poppy really starts to get interesting. Poppy is built around visual boards, and your homepage is where all of your boards will appear. The way I like to think about it is that one board equals one voice or one creative direction. For example, I personally set up one board per YouTube channel, but you could also organize your boards however you prefer. You might create one board for a specific social media platform, one board for a particular writing tone, or one board dedicated to a brand or project. There's a lot of flexibility. It just depends on your workflow. On the left-hand side, you'll see your starred boards, which functions pretty much the same as a favorites filter on any software. You'll see a template section, which includes boards shared by experienced Get Poppy users. Some examples of these templates include static ad templates, course creation templates, email nurture sequence templates, brand ad templates, and more. These templates are great if you're not sure where to start. You'll also see a shared tab, which shows any boards others have shared with you, and the option to create folders if you want to organize things even more. On the right-hand side, you'll find your account details, keyboard shortcuts, and settings. And at the top left, you can click New Board to create a brand new board. So let's go ahead and create a new board together. Click New Board, and Poppy will redirect you into the blank board workspace. From here, we can rename the board and start setting up how we want it to function. Chapter 3, project and board setup. Now let's go ahead and break down what you're seeing here on this board. On the left-hand side, you'll see the different tools you can add to your board. Get Poppy is designed around this visual board system, which allows you to create video scripts, brainstorm content, build carousels, outline scripts, and more, all within one workspace. Let's go through each of these tools. AI Chat. This opens up an AI conversation panel. It works similar to ChatGPT or Claude, but the benefit is that the AI can reference everything on your board. We'll go deeper into this shortly. Social media content. Here, you can paste a link to a social media post, and Poppy will pull that content directly onto the board. Recordings. This lets you upload existing audio files or record voice memos directly into Poppy. This is extremely helpful if you like to brainstorm ideas verbally. Once recorded, the audio will appear on the board. Images. This simply lets you upload an image to your board. Text blocks. This is used for notes, outlines, or drafting sections of your script. Annotations. This allows you to leave notes at the top of your board layout for clarity or reminders. Website URL. Here, you can paste any website link here, and Poppy will crawl it and understand the content on that page. Mind map. This is useful if you want to brainstorm ideas in a branching visual format. Document upload. Here, you can upload PDF files or other documents, and Poppy will be able to reference them in your script creation. Groups. Groups are powerful. They act like organized folders, and any content inside of a group is treated as connected, and the AI will understand those pieces of content as part of the same context. I use groups all the time. The key advantage of getPoppy is that it keeps all your source material in one place, so the AI can reference everything all at once. Your research stays organized, and your script writing becomes faster and more accurate. Here's the board setup strategy that works extremely well for me. First, rename the board to fit the purpose. For example, let's call this board Why It Sucks YouTube channel. Next, create 3 groups, each used for a specific part of your workflow. The first group is style, tone, and format. The second group is outline. And the third group is main video content. Press 1 on your keyboard to auto-organize and clean up your layout visually. I'll also add 2 AI chat panels, one near the style group and one near the main content group. This lets us give instructions or request content while referencing the correct materials. Now, let's fill the groups. The first group, style, tone, and format group, this teaches getPoppy how the final script should sound. I recommend adding 3 to 5 pieces of reference content here. For example, if you want to model our writing after a certain YouTube channel, go to their YouTube channel, sort by most popular, copy the video link, and then paste it into getPoppy. Drag it into the style, tone, and format group, and then repeat this for several videos. This helps getPoppy mimic the pacing, structure, and tone of that creator. And remember, you aren't limited to just videos. You can also include previous scripts, articles, PDFs, notes, writing samples, and anything that represents the voice that you want. 2. Main video content group. This group is for the actual information that your video will cover. Let's say that we're making a video called Why It Sucks to Be Batman. So we gather a Batman biography where we can paste a wiki or Wikipedia page into Poppy. Then we have a 30 facts about Batman YouTube video, which I'll also put inside of here as well. Then we have a breakdown video analyzing Batman's story. And then we also have another relevant lore video from YouTube. Paste each link into Poppy and drag them into main video content. Disconnect or reconnect items using the X to manage relationships. 3. Outline group. This is where we'll build the video structure before generating the full script. Add a text block into this group. We'll use it shortly to outline and refine our format. At this point, we now have the voice/style content that we want. We also have the information that we want. And then we have a clear workspace to organize our outline. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to use the AI chat to generate scripts that follow your exact tone, format, pacing, and storytelling style. Chapter 4, How getPoppy AI Works. Now here's where the magic happens. We're going to generate the outline for our video using the structure we just set up. First, connect the outline group to the AI chat window on the bottom. Then we'll use a prompt like this, and you can copy this format for your own videos. The prompt will be as follows. Generate a video outline in the same style, tone, and format as the style, tone, and format group. Without timestamps, the title of this video is Why It Sucks to Be Batman. Use the main video content group as the primary source of information. Follow the style and delivery implied in the style group. Now, the reason why I use 2 AI chats is intentional. One AI chat is dedicated to creating outlines, and the other is dedicated to writing the full scripts. This keeps the workflow clean and avoids mixing instructions. So let's connect the main video content group and the style, tone, and format group to this outline chat. Then press enter to run the prompt. I prefer using Claude 4 for this step because it handles structure and tone extremely well. You'll start to see the AI generating an open hook, section breakdowns, supporting talking points, and transitions. While it generates, we can leave the outline group and return to the main board view. This setup is the foundational workflow I use for every YouTube channel that I run. Style, tone, and format, main content sources, outline workspace, and you can even build more later, such as intro formulas, CTA variations, or narrative templates, but this right here is the fastest way to start. Now that the outline is done, copy the outline, paste it into the outline group text box. Once the outline looks solid, we'll move on to generating the full script. Use this next prompt. The prompt reads as follows. Write a unique 2,500 word narrative style script in the tone and structure of the style, tone, and format group. Use the outline group to guide the structure. The video title is Why It Sucks to Be Batman. Paste that into your script AI chat window and click enter. getPoppy will now start generating a full script. This may take a few minutes. You can also switch between models if you'd like, but I most often stick with Claude because it produces the most natural storytelling flow. I've had Poppy generate scripts as long as 7,000 words, so don't worry if the script is detailed. It's easy to trim later. In the next section, we'll cover manual refinement, which is critical to making your script feel personal, polished, and emotionally engaging. Chapter 5, Manual Refinement. Now, it's important to understand that my script writing process still involves some manual refinement. Poppy takes care of the heavy lifting, the actual writing, but to get the best possible result, you'll want to review and polish a few key areas. There are 3 main stages of manual refinement. Gather accurate source material. Make sure you're giving Poppy the correct information. The quality of your script depends on the quality of the resources you add to your main video content group. Review the generated outline. Before moving forward, read through the outline created by Poppy. Make sure the structure, pacing, and talking points match the type of story or commentary you want to tell. Adjust the outline if needed. This step has a huge impact on the final script. Review the finished script. Once Poppy generates the full script, copy it and paste it into writing tools like Google Doc. For example, click Copy in Poppy, open a new document, paste the full script, then go to Tools and Word Count to confirm the length. In this example, the script is around 2,200 words, which is close to our goal of 2,500 words. The word count may vary slightly, and that's normal. From here, I go through and read the script myself. I might tighten certain sentences, adjust the tone, or remove repetitive phrasing. I'll also compare it to the videos in my style, tone, and format group to make sure the voice is consistent. In my experience, after running 5 different YouTube channels, Poppy usually gets the tone 80 to 85% correct on the first draft. Sometimes you may need to tweak the prompt or adjust the outline, and that's perfectly normal. The key is that Poppy gives you a strong, structured first draft, and your job is simply to shape and refine it. Chapter 6, Workflow Systems. Poppy has become an essential part of my YouTube workflow, so let me show you how it fits into the full production process. Once Poppy finishes generating a script, I simply copy it into Google Doc. From there, either I or a spokesperson reads the script using a teleprompter app, which helps maintain eye contact with the camera while recording. After the video is filmed, the footage is sent to one of my video editors who handles the visual edits, sound design, and pacing, and final touches. Once the edit is complete, we upload the finished video to YouTube. Before using Poppy, I used to hire scriptwriters and would typically pay around $50 to $150 per script, depending on the complexity. Now with Poppy costing around $300 per year, I save both time and money while still maintaining consistent quality and tone across multiple channels. And if you work with a team, Poppy makes collaboration easy. You can share your boards with editors, writers, project managers, which is especially valuable for agencies, multi-channel creators, or anyone working with a distributed content team. Chapter 7, Common Mistakes. Now let me share some mistakes I made when I first started using Poppy so that you can avoid them. Mistake number 1 is not training the AI properly. When I began, I would throw random content into my style, tone, and format group without considering quality. Remember, the AI is only as good as what you feed it. Use your strongest content as reference material. Don't train your tone on average or inconsistent work. Mistake number 2, over-relying on AI without review. Poppy is powerful, but it's not perfect. I always review and refine the script after it's generated. Sometimes the AI may miss emotional nuance, pacing, or phrasing that's important to your brand voice. Mistake number 3, poor organization. In the beginning, my boards were messy and structured. Now I keep a clean system. Style, tone, and format group, main research or content material group, outline and structure group, and this organization alone dramatically improves the quality of my scripts. Mistake number 4, ignoring the visual board structure. Poppy's visual interface isn't just for aesthetic purposes, it's functional. Creating clear visual groupings and connections helps the AI understand context, which leads to stronger, more accurate output. Now, if your results aren't turning out well, check your inputs. Make sure that your style group contains high quality tone references. Make sure that your main content group contains accurate facts and background info. Make sure that your groups are properly connected to the AI chat that you're using. Also, often improving just one of these will immediately improve script results. Chapter 8, Pricing Plans and Credits. Now, let's talk about Get Poppy's AI pricing because it is an investment. The base plan starts at $399 per year, which works out to roughly $33 a month. I know that may seem high compared to paying for ChatGPT or Claude individually, but here's why it's actually a strong value. First, you get access to all major AI model platforms in one platform. You get Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and more. If you were paying for each of those separately, you'd already be spending over $33 a month. Second, the organization and research workflow inside Poppy saves me hours every week. The ability to store references, structure boards, and let the AI pull context from multiple sources is something standalone AI chat tools simply don't offer. As for the credit system, you see in the top right-hand corner, every time you interact with the AI chat, it uses credits. In my experience, the credit allowance is very generous for normal use. However, if you run a large agency or plan on generating dozens of scripts per week, you'll want to be mindful about the usage. And as a pro tip for maximizing your credits, instead of asking multiple smaller questions, ask more comprehensive prompts that generate high value output in one request. You'll get more done with fewer credits. Before Poppy, I was paying around $50 to $150 per script for freelancers. Now at about $30 a month, I'm able to generate over 20 scripts per month, which breaks down to around less than like $2 a script. And the quality is consistent because it's trained in my style. And also, if you use my link down below, you'll also get $25 off of your plan. So not only are you saving money over hiring writers, you're also saving a ton of time. Chapter 9, Tips and Best Practices. Let me share some advanced tips that have really improved my results with Get Poppy AI. Tip number 1 is to start simple. When you're first building your Poppy boards, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need 12 different groups, color-coded tags, or every piece of media you've ever created shoved inside one board. Start with only what you actually need to produce one video, which is your tone style guidelines, your outline, your working script, and everything else can be added later as your workflow evolves. Think of your board like a workspace, not a storage closet. Keep it clean, focused, and easy to navigate. Tip number 2, use the second brain method. This is a game changer that I picked up from other Poppy users. You can create one board called something like Second Brain or Creative Vault or Idea Dump. This is where you throw everything. This is where you throw your raw thoughts, your voice memos, any interesting videos which you might want to create videos for. You can throw in screenshots, unfinished ideas. You could even blur out like a voice memo. And these are basically random notes that you just don't want to lose. Now, don't stress about organization for this board. Just dump it all in. Then when you're ready to create something, ask Poppy to organize these ideas into themes or turn these notes into a 3-part YouTube miniseries. Suddenly, what used to be a mess becomes a content creative direction. It's like having a personal creative assistant who never gets tired or overwhelmed. Tip number 3, batch similar content. Instead of working video to video, try working theme to theme. If you're doing a series on email marketing, time management, fitness habits, Pokemon investing, or whatever your niche is, research, outline, and plan all the related content at once. This gives you consistent messaging, faster production workflows, and less mental switching. It also gives you stronger series energy, which your audience sticks with. Batching is how you go from I upload sometimes to I publish consistently without burning out. Tip number 4, save your winning prompts. Whenever a prompt produces a great script or a script that performs well on YouTube, or a really good intro that has a really high first 30-second audience retention, save it, name it, and reuse it. I keep a small collection called high performance prompts, and these are the prompts that always hit. When you reuse proven prompts instead of starting from scratch, you multiply consistency and speed at the same time. This is how you'll be able to manage and maintain a recognizable style. Tip number 5, use voice memos to keep your authentic voice. Some of the best ideas don't show up when you're typing. Sometimes they show up when you're talking. So sometimes I just open up voice memos and place that into Poppy. When you upload it to Poppy, you can use the AI chat to tell Poppy something like transcribe this and turn it into a structured script in my voice. And this basically keeps your content sounding human, real, and conversational, while Poppy handles the structure, clarity, and polish. It's the perfect blend of like your personality and Poppy's precision. Chapter 10, Final Thoughts. We started by setting up your Get Poppy AI account and understanding the visual board interface. Then we learned how to organize research into groups, style references, research material, and structured guides. We also saw how to connect these groups to AI chat and generate high quality content that actually sounds like you. We also covered the editing and refinement process, explored advanced features like multi-model switching and voice memo integration, and I shared my complete workflow for creating content efficiently across multiple different YouTube channels. Most importantly, we talked about the common mistakes to avoid and best practices that will help you get the most out of this tool. But here's the thing, Get Poppy AI isn't just another AI writing tool. It's a complete content creation system that can transform how you research, plan, and create content. The visual organization, multi-model access, and ability to maintain context across long projects makes it incredibly powerful for serious content creators. Is it perfect? No. You still need to review and edit the output, and you need to invest time in setting up your research properly. But if you're willing to put in that initial effort, the time savings and quality improvements are incredible. And if you want to try Get Poppy AI for yourself, I've got a link in the description that'll help you get started so that I can keep making tutorials like this, and plus you save $25 off Get Poppy. So what questions do you have about Get Poppy AI? Drop them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you end up trying it out, let me know how it works for you. I love hearing success stories from the community.